Let's get busy.
Matt Goodlett.
Yes.
Yes, Virginia, there is a Santa Claus. I have tried to get you on this show for a while
Yeah.
because you're kind of a fucking badass in town.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
The Devil's Addict.
Yes.
The whole zombie, all this.
Yes.
You're involved in all this shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got my finger in a few pies around
Yeah.
town.
Do you?
So, yeah.
Finger-
So I stay
Like
busy.
American Pie, kind of that
No,
kind of
not
thing?
like that. Not like that. Stay irons and fires. Irons and fires.
Well, thank you so much for hanging out.
Thanks, man.
It's I'm a huge fan.
Well, thank you.
And I talk. I had Billy on earlier, and I'm a kind of a latecomer to the whole film industry scene here. Mm-hmm. Antonio Panto, we know Antonio.
Yes.
I got to know Antonio through. I've got a lot of music friends, so I
Yeah.
saw one of his music videos, gravitated to the video, loved it, and then kind of found out what he was in town, and then it just the whole 6 degrees kind of thing.
It all opened up.
It all opened up. You were part of it. All these film industry people, and I'm like, good God, we've got a lot of fucking talent in this town.
A little bit, yeah.
A little more than a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
And Bethany, you know Bethany.
Oh, I love Bethany.
Love. She was on.
I respect her so much. I was just actually talking to her today.
Yeah. She was on here. I'm a huge fan of her work too, and
Yeah,
she was
she's
on here
phenomenal.
probably a year or so ago, and that was just how I just kind of gravitated to you guys.
Yeah.
And when it comes to music, when it comes to the talent in this town, we don't have to, no offense, Cincinnati, we don't have to leave Louisville to get our fill.
No.
Now, Grant, and I was telling Billy, it's like, or the other Doug that was on earlier, is like, what kind of bothers me is that I'm afraid the Matt Goodletts, the Billy Smiths, Antonios won't get enough opportunities here, that they have to go elsewhere to find their, and that's I don't want that to be. I don't want to lose you guys to Hollywood and Cincinnati.
Right. Yeah, there's not a lot of there's a lot of creativity in this market. There's a ton of creativity in this market. And people doing great things. It's just there's not a lot of money to pay people to do those things.
Exactly.
That's the problem.
Why is that the problem?
Because there's a lot of people that will do it for free. There's a lot of people that will take advantage of people that
you nailed it.
There's a lot of people that will take advantage of people that want to do their passion and know that they want to do their passion and take advantage of them. And it happens all the time. I still want to do what I love to do, and if people aren't going to pay me to do it, I'm still going to do it.
Yeah.
So that's.
But this is your
it's
livelihood,
catch-22.
though.
No, it's not my livelihood.
Okay,
I have another job. I have a day job. So,
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But
Well, then
I
your
would-
day job must be like even more awesome because you're so awesome with this.
well, thanks. This is the passion, though. The makeup is the passion.
Okay. I'm curious. Can you
Yeah.
just what the day job is? It's not this.
It's not this at all.
So
No.
it's just something just totally different.
Completely different.
Okay.
Completely
Respect.
different.
Respect.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But this is the passion. This is that's what I would love to do to make money. And I just diversify it so much with doing beauty makeup, doing fashion shows, doing body paint, whatever, movies. In this market you kind of have to, otherwise you're not going to get a lot of work, especially if you're freelance.
Right.
So, yeah.
And then you got a guest here in town.
Yes.
What's the story here?
Well, got Lauren Hughes here from Cincinnati. We just actually
Welcome,
did,
Lauren. Have you
Yeah.
been to Louisville before?
I have.
Okay.
Yep.
She's a model, and we just actually did a photo shoot with Misha Kidwell, who's a great underrated photographer in town. He's fantastic.
Yeah.
So we were just shooting with him, actually. So
Cool.
came with me to this.
Welcome to Louisville. So cheers, guys. Let's go back in time. After you
Sure.
got out of the manger, what was are you born in Louisville all your life? Give me some history.
I was born here, yes. I would say maybe when I was 4 years old, we moved to North Carolina. My dad worked for Lorillard, which is a tobacco company, and they moved the whole plant to North Carolina, so we all moved there. Lived in North Carolina for a lot of my childhood, and then we moved back here I think I was 14 years old.
Okay.
Been here ever since.
So high school time. Where'd you go to high school?
Middle school. I went to Ballard.
Ballard.
That's the Louisville question.
Three of my
I went to
quiz.
Ballard.
3 of my kids went to Ballard. Yeah. So.
Ballard Academy.
Ballard. It's a cool school. At what point did you figure that you were onto something with this whole art thing, your creative mindset? Because here's the thing, with you guys, when you see the world different. In a nutshell, you see the world different. I can look at something. We can both look at the same thing.
Yeah.
And you see it totally different than I would. And then you could take that vision and regurgitate or whatever. At what point?
Regurgitate's a good word for it. Yeah. How it started, I was a painter for a long time. I did paintings, and you mentioned Louisville Zombie Walk. That's been going on for years. Way before. Honestly,
that's one of the most iconic things in town to me.
Yeah.
To me, it is.
So me and I'll give him some props right now. My friend Richard Zwadoff. He was I don't even know if he does makeup anymore, honestly. Nobody really knows who he is. He would never post anything on social media. He has no presence at all.
Don't know the name.
Right. He's just kind of disappeared and everything, but he always would wear a mask. He would never have his face on social media or anything. He was a weird dude.
Wait a minute. A mask?
He'd always wear his social media picture for a while was him in like a gas mask. He never had his face up there. Yeah. But he always did special effects makeup. So when Zombie Walk started to happen, he would have us over to his house and he would do all of our makeups. After a year or so, when Zombie Walk started to pick up speed, he needed help. And I was there, and I knew how to work a paintbrush, so I started helping him do that. And that's kind of where it started.
When was this?
This was back, I think I picked up a paintbrush.
No, this particular is the whole helping him.
Since 2008. That's about when I started doing it in 2008. So I think that was like the second.
Good God, has it been?
Year.
It has been.
Well, that's the thing.
For you,
I didn't really start taking it seriously until I started working at the Devil's Attic.
Okay.
And I I filled in for one of their makeup artists that left before the end of the season, and because they found out I did a little bit of zombie makeup. And that went well, but they told me, they said, if you want to come back next year, we need a bigger portfolio from you. We need more than just zombies. Mm-hmm. So I did a sci-fi makeup shoot because I thought that's the most different thing from zombies and horror that I can get and still have fun. Mm-hmm. And my roommate and friend at the time, Chris Humphreys, shot that. Okay. So, and those turned out really well. So he had another idea that he wanted to do, which was a Porcelain dolls photo shoot. And that was more beauty makeup oriented, but he asked me to be a part of it. And he brought in another makeup artist by the name of Cedro Valencia, which you may have heard of. He's phenomenal. So, yeah. Fantastic makeup artist. He came in, and I got to see a different side of makeup. I got to see him do these amazingly just ornate beauty makeups, and I thought, this is interesting. I want to do that. Mm-hmm. That's way more interesting than... To me at the time, it opened up because I had been doing zombies, and all makeup to me was special effects, which I love, but this opened up like a whole other realm of makeup. Right. So I was like, I want to do what he's doing. I want to do that. No offense. You can only take a zombie look so far. Yeah, well, you can do a lot. I mean, like this year for Zombie Walk, we do hero zombies at the Devil's Attic. So we're doing zombie? I call them hero zombies. Like with a cape? Our hunt owner, Jason. With a big S on their chest? Yeah, yes. I think you've interviewed Jason before. I have. But he calls them our signature zombies. There are haunted house zombies. They're the ones that kind of walk the crowd. They're our signature zombies. Right. I call them our hero zombies. Okay. But this year because you get tired of doing the same zombies over and over and over again. So these are... We plan this way. These are good zombies? They're very good zombies. Yeah. Very good zombies. Is there such a thing as a good zombie? I guess we're going to find out. Yeah, we'll find out. Just come on down. I'll show you a good zombie. Come on down. Selling it. Yeah. He's come on down. Zombie. Come on down. Good zombie. Yeah. He's going to look really cool. I don't want to give too much away, But we planned it before the Area 51 thing, and this is going to kind of play into our zombie theme. So
I'm so fucking glad you brought that
Yeah.
up because I'm a big UFO guy. Well, we're going to talk about that a little
Okay,
bit.
okay,
We'll
Yeah.
stay with your work. I'm going to your website. Give me the breakdown on your website, the whole look. What's your mindset, your vision? What are you gravitating to? Because oh my God, I'm looking at this and it's just fucking amazing. Your style is like
thanks.
it's I kind of figuratively I'm kind of but anyways, my point is you get it.
Hey. It's dark. I like dark.
Yes, same.
I like dark imagery, but I like beauty as well. So I don't want to ever do anything that's too dark and macabre without a little bit of beauty mixed in a lot of the pieces that I do. I'm seeing what you're looking at.
Yeah, let's
So,
go back.
I mean, I don't know. It's hard to explain, really.
I mean, sir, I'm curious. I'm trying to get in your head. What is the rhyme and reason when you pull this shit off? Here's the thing. I'm zeroing in here. I'm not even looking right here. I'm like spending seconds digesting this, and then I'm going. Everything is so different, and it's just
Well, this one that you were just mentioning, for the people at home, they can't see it.
They can't see, but we'll send you the links.
Yeah, we'll send you the link. That one was more. We had painted her. If you can't see it, we painted her arms up to the elbow with black paint, and then I painted this kind of like electrical pattern up her arms. And to me, I made the comment that it reminded me of opera gloves. And the photographer for that, Tate, shot it. And he got what he wanted out of it.
Tate's amazing.
He's amazing.
Yeah.
I cannot pronounce his last name.
I can't either. But you know what? You know what?
Love the dude.
That's the thing. We shouldn't. Out of respect, we shouldn't. We just
I think
call
it's
him
pronounced.
Tate. No, it's
just Tate. It's just Tate.
It's one of those.
He's amazing.
Madonna.
Tate. But he shot this, and he said, "Okay, I've got what I want, and now do what you want." Mm-hmm. So we already had the red lip and the red eye, and I was like, "A Night at the Opera, music." The opera that I like, it's more sporadic and crazy and aggressive. And I thought, what if we just kind of interpreted that kind of what I like in opera on her face? Mm-hmm. And there's just weird brush strokes and just messed up lipstick and
check this out. My dreams. I can see these are kind of visuals in my dreams to me.
Yeah.
There is just look at this shit in a good way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is how I think.
A whole lot of shit.
Yeah. Look, look.
Yeah, that's actually from Umbrella Academy. The white violin. Yeah.
Who is it? Is this local guy?
His name is Jarman Soup. He's actually a fitness trainer. And we painted him as the Black Panther. He did most of the work, man, because he's so muscular and fit that my job was pretty easy making him Black Panther.
Abby.
Mm-hmm.
I've recognized some of these people. Yeah, it's... dude, this is...
Yeah, this is the front page, I guess, of the website, where it's the name of that folder is varied. Mm-hmm. So it just kind of gives you an overall view of a lot of the work that I really like in my portfolio. But there's also ones for special effects, one for body paint.
You know what would be cool? I would love to watch this visual. Is you take your work and find the right music to incorporate.
A lot of it's based on music.
Well, okay.
Yeah,
fair enough.
Some of it's based on music.
What's the inspiration then? What music inspiration are you going with?
I did a whole series when I first started based on Nirvana. I did 3 different photos, and they were it's 4. It's 4 different photos, and they were all based on Nirvana songs.
Gotcha.
And we wanted to do them in a way to where they would stand alone, to where you didn't have to know the Nirvana song, or you didn't look at them like, well, that's definitely a Nirvana song. But if you knew that was Pennyroyal Tea, you could be like, oh, okay, I see it. I see it's Pennyroyal Tea. Yeah. That kind of stuff. The one of me as a blue demon, that's actually based on a Billie Eilish song.
The blue, is that up here?
Yeah,
that
it's up
is,
top.
Oh,
it's is based on All Good Girls Go to Hell.
Oh yeah.
So, I mean, a lot of it is based on music, but some of it's based on consumerism. Like, I mean, you got the Mickey Mouse piece right next to it, which is kind of like a dark Mickey Mouse consumerist piece. So,
that Mickey or Minnie?
it's the mouse.
It's the mouse.
The mouse.
The mouse.
We can't say Mickey or Minnie. It's just the mouse.
Yeah, no. It will be flagged for trademark.
Right.
Yeah, so. And then you got.
It's fun.
It is fun. So what was the rhyme and reason for this?
That was for a calendar. I got brought in to do makeup for a calendar photo shoot, and she was just fun. It was an older lady, and she was just fun. So
Old lady. Yeah, I wasn't going to say that.
I didn't say
but-
old. I said older.
Older
lady.
Okay, yeah, I was going to say. She's a little older than
Yeah,
me.
she was fun.
Yeah.
I know better.
Yeah. No, I'm staying with your the website. It is mattgoodlettmakeup.com.
Yes.
And we're actually looking at the varied page or tab, if you will.
Yes.
Beauty.
Yeah, I do.
Give me your definition. What was your take on beauty?
Gosh.
Besides
Again,
present company?
Yes. Oh, yes. Definitely. This is what I would consider a beauty makeup on Lauren over here. I like more dark things, I guess. So I went with a darker eye and a darker.
Well, that's where I'm going with.
Yeah.
Did you do her?
Yeah.
So okay, well now I'm trying to figure you out.
Okay.
I see your art, but I don't know your capacity. You're actually creating.
Yeah, I did this
Yeah.
today on her. Yeah.
She's
a pretty girl, so it was pretty easy.
But how would you define that? What's the?
We just today Misha showed me a backdrop that he wanted to use, which was kind of like a florally kind of backdrop, and I was like, I like juxtaposition a lot, so let's do Gothic Tea Party. So I wanted to do a dark makeup, put her in dark clothes, and have her with this really florally kind of pinkish mauve
Why the fuck
background.
do you still have a day job?
I don't know, man.
Get that. I don't get it.
Because I need money. Fucking pay me.
We do. We got to. Fucking pay him. Well, we got to figure this out.
Yeah. But I actually made this beauty page because my other work kind of scares off brides. So, yeah,
real?
it does. Yeah, I had a bride look at me one day, and she was like, hey, I would like, somebody told me to come to you for my bridal makeup. I was like, cool, here's my website. And this was before I had the beauty page. And she looked at it, and she messaged me back. She goes, it looks like you'd be really bored doing beauty makeup. And I was like, no, actually, I enjoy doing beauty makeup. It's fun. But I think a lot of my other work kind of scares them away. But I don't want to take that down, and I don't want to stop doing that because that's what I love doing.
No.
I just like it all. So, yeah, but the beauty page is just kind of for the brides to look at.
What, is this wax?
I can't say. It didn't get picked up, so we can't say what that was supposed to look like.
I don't give a shit what it. You can't say, but I love this image. I love the look.
That was I actually had to make that red latex because I looked all over for a red latex, which I've been told you can get it like sex shops because it's like a fetish thing, but I couldn't find it anywhere, so I had to make my own red latex.
So
yeah.
you could have lied and said, no, we put a candle on this.
Oh, but it doesn't look like that kind of wax, and the candle wax would crack.
You don't think that would look like candle wax?
No.
Oh, all right. Well, okay, you would know. To me, you could have said, "Oh, Kevin, that was candle wax," and I would have like,
Kevin, that was
It was
candle wax. That was candle wax.
Play along. I'm.
Antonio shot that.
Where? What?
That purple one right here.
Here?
Yeah. He shot
Which
that piece.
again, there's a degree, the separation, that you cats, you talented people, connect to each other, still take care of each other.
Yeah,
Respect.
for sure. You have to. There has to be respect in taking care of each other in this business because this industry is a collaborative industry. I can't do my job without a great model. I can't do my job without a great photographer or a great hairstylist. So I am really nothing without the team that surrounds me.
Okay. Do you have a go-to photographer? Without.
I have several.
Okay,
go-to
several.
photographers.
Fair enough.
There's several that I really, really like to work with that I can, because I have weird ideas, man. I have weird ideas. Oh, this fucker's back. Billy's back.
This fucker is back.
No, but I have several go-to people because I know my ideas are weird, and I know that I can't go to everybody to shoot some of my weirder ideas. So, I mean,
That's a good point.
Danny Alexander. I love Danny Alexander. I love working with him. I love working with Tate. Tate shares my love for kind of dark and creepy things.
Well, let's elaborate. How would you elaborate your weird?
Okay, well, not necessarily weird, I guess,
Or-
but body paint.
Okay.
Body paint, for example. Body paint doesn't leave.
They're nude, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
A lot of times, yeah.
Okay.
But it doesn't leave much on the bone for a photographer because I'm painting a picture, take a picture of the picture that I painted. It's really straightforward. Now, Danny and I worked on a project where it was based on Edgar Allan Poe stories, and he lit it in a way that it wouldn't have worked without it lit that right way. So he understands how to shoot body paints.
Okay.
I think there's a lot of photographers that get scared of shooting body paints, and they don't want to do it just because they don't feel like it showcases their work that well.
I'm pulling this up. Billy's joining us.
Bill's over here.
I'm sure. No, this right here. I was getting ready to bring it up. He's talking. Here's the thing. How fucking simple is this? You have a female with a newspaper. Exactly.
Antonio shot that.
Did he?
And here's the thing. I'm not going to name the model's name because she didn't like these pictures because she thought she looked nude. She's actually wearing underwear and a bra. But she was like, I look nude. It only looks like I have a newspaper on.
She did not see the...
I can confirm.
She does look nude, but
She does look nude, but she's not. You don't see anything.
It's fucking tasteful. Look at this.
It's beautiful.
Yes.
It's a gorgeous picture.
Tasteful.
Good God, it's amazing.
A newspaper even. Not the
And newspapers are fucking classy.
Exactly.
They really are.
I agree. I mean, look,
Print media isn't dead.
no, it's not. Touche. It's not. This one I'm a fan of. I love.
Thanks,
it's
man.
so simple.
Exactly. It's a beauty makeup. It's a simple,
Yeah.
good, clean beauty makeup.
Is there enough? Is there enough newspaper here to cover you, Billy? Just saying.
Part of it.
Okay, just checking. All right.
You're going to get all of it in there.
No, fair enough. Yeah, I mean, this is
She does really this back up to see what right here.
Here?
Amazing. Look at this.
Yes. Good stuff. I mean, yeah, it's fun. It's all
yeah.
fun.
You guys are not seeing this. I'm rolling through
This is-
his website, and I'm put the link, and you all will definitely check out his work.
Just look at the
Good
picture.
God, I mean,
That's all I can tell you. If you can't see the picture, if you cannot see the picture, it is comforting just to look at the picture.
yeah, exactly.
It is. It gives you comfort.
Yeah, so.
Which is fun because most of my work is not comforting. Most of it's kind of, ugh.
Well, what is elaborate? What is your work? How would you
Don't get me wrong.
categorize
I
your
love
work?
this beauty stuff. I love putting it out there because it's something different for me, and it's really it's beautiful. I love working with doing this stuff, but I do, I guess, more dark
When I see the beauty makeup,
stuff.
he does great beauty makeup.
They don't- yeah.
Me in the community of Louisville, I see Mac, I see him as this body painter, this creatist. He does beauty makeup also, but his real talent that I've always seen is somebody that's coming from across the scene. I know I do modeling. I'm not a makeup artist myself, but when I see his work, I see this beautiful painter. You know, so he don't just do beauty; he does some really creative work.
The one thing I'm not seeing a lot of is males.
Males,
Yeah, what is that? Is that in by design?
it's not by design. I don't get hired to do a lot of male
Okay.
makeups, and if I'm going to do, here's another thing with that. It's funny that you mentioned males. Yeah, there's Justin Sinkler.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
But I did a body paint competition. My first body paint competition that I ever did. Well, it wasn't my first. It was actually my second. The first one I did, I bombed. It was awful. It was absolutely terrible.
How long ago, though?
I
How long?
embarrassed myself.
How long
it was
ago was
terrible. Gosh, that was 5 years ago, 6 years ago, maybe. But it was awful. But the second one I did, me and my friend Kelsey were doing it. Love Kelsey to death. Kelsey Eisenhut.
Okay.
She's phenomenal.
Okay.
But she wanted to pick a male model because she figured nobody else is using a male model. Male models are a lot bigger.
Bigger as in...
They're just bigger. He was a 6'2" muscular dude.
Okay.
Jake Holland. If you want to look him up, look him up. He's a very good looking dude, great shape. I would say he's about maybe 6'2",
Okay.
really, really muscular. And I told her, I was like, I'm painting a female model who weighs maybe 120 pounds. You're painting a dude that's
220.
yeah, he's a big muscular dude.
Right.
I have less work to do. You're not going to get all that done. She goes, yeah, I might want to try something different. So, especially with body paint, that's why I tend to go towards that realm.
Going to your... I'm going to stay on your... and actually, this is a good segue. Or not
Hey, there's
segue. Yeah, this is like...
There's a familiar face.
It is you.
Yeah, there's
Yes, it
Lauren.
is.
There's Lauren.
Well, wow. We're navigating on his website. Well, I'm currently on the SFX.
Special.
Did a special effects, yeah. Who is... That's not...
That's me.
Is
That
it?
is me. Yeah, I did that makeup on myself. Molded those horns and everything.
Wow.
Yeah, that was fun.
Lauren. What's this look? How would you define this look right here?
Myself?
Why not? Okay. I see the...
I sewed Lauren's mouth shut and gave her a cake.
Indeed.
That's what I'm seeing. Is that
Yeah, it's a
true?
cake, yeah.
You were
Steve Squall actually shot that. It's been an idea that he's had in his head
Steve.
for a while, so he did a really good job. And Tia Kinzer was our stylist. She actually made a bunch of cakes that tasted awful. They weren't supposed to be edible, but we did taste a couple of them afterwards, and they were.
Who is this again?
Tia Kinzer. She's
You're gonna blast her again. We're gonna do
your
her cakes. Are
your
awful.
cakes were awful, but she's a great stylist. She's amazing.
Say it definitely tastes the most out of all of them. So,
Yeah, she had cake all over her.
yes.
Very dark here.
Yeah, it's all special effects, so a lot of it is kind of more in the darker realm. But it's fun. There's some fun stuff in there.
It's good. This. Look at that.
That's my hand.
That's your hand.
Antonio shot that.
What would you how would you describe this? What is
This model actually came to me. Her name's Terry.
See, here's what you're gonna cause me to put some effort into this podcast, because what I'm gonna have to
You have to
do,
go look all these fucking
I'm
people
gonna
up.
have to incorporate some images so people can be
You should-
like,
yes.
what the fuck we're talking? God
Well,
damn it.
remember this image. This is Amanda Terry. But she came.
You don't want to go to sleep now.
Yeah,
Right? Yeah, exactly.
Amanda is a beautiful girl, but she's covered in tattoos. I have no problem with people that are covered in tattoos. I like tattoos. But she wanted me to do a dramatic makeup on her.
What's her name again?
And Amanda Terry.
That's right.
And I was like, I can't do a dramatic makeup on you because your tattoos with the dramatic makeup, they'll just counteract with each other. So we actually came up with this idea and another one where it looked like her makeup was dripping down her neck on her face. And or from her face down to her neck to cover her tattoos. That was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a fun challenge. She was really, really fun to work with.
Dude, I'm serious. I would love to just get in your fucking head for a day.
You don't want.
No, I
that.
do.
It is not a good place to be.
It's a podcast. It's called Research.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if you could hop in there, that'd be great. You might come out a different person.
You know, I'm gonna throw a curveball at you real quick.
Sure. I like curveballs.
I was, I had my man Billy on earlier, doing, as people don't realize this. I'm podcasting at Baxter's. I give a shout out. Baxter's 942 in the Highlands. They take care of me. This venue, I love this whole vibe. I mean, we good here? We like
Yes.
how this is. So Billy was on earlier, and he knew Matt was going to be on. And I was like, give me something to throw at Matt. And one of the things that came up, and I think you're okay with me bringing this up, with what you doing,
Yes.
is there people who are doing the kind of the same thing that you're doing?
No.
You're doing your own thing.
Here's the thing with that.
Okay.
The thing with competition in art is there is no competition in art if you're doing your own thing.
True.
If you're staying true to yourself and you're doing your own thing, you don't have any competition except for yourself.
That is still good. God. I remember. Yeah. Go
So you brought up Bethany Hood earlier. I think she's one of the best makeup artists from here.
let him talk.
I think she's one of the best makeup artists from here. But somebody else might think Isidro is one of the best makeup artists from here, and he's amazing as well. There's so many different creative people that are amazing in the city that if you can pick one and say they're the best, that's your taste. But my taste might be somebody else. Billy's taste might be somebody else. Art is a medium that lends itself to interpretation, and people can take what they want from it. So there is no, I'm the best makeup artist, I'm the best special effects artist, I'm the best body painter. That doesn't exist. You just do your own thing. Yes, Billy, that's the girl you.
Billy, if you're going to talk into the mic so people.
He's got a picture up when we was at Devil's Attic, because I got to hang out and do some stuff at Devil's Attic one year, and the chick in this picture right here, God bless me, I can't think of her name. We're not going to give it out anyway. She probably wants to stay anonymous.
Oh my God!
But she
podcast is going to
played
take
Reagan.
days to produce because of all this.
She played Reagan, and she did just a fucking amazing job, man.
She was fantastic. She actually
bouncing around like it was. She scared the shit out of
She
people.
threw up in the room.
Look, she would get like
she
all
got
the way
sick,
out
and she was throwing up
on people.
Legit
And I-
throwing.
Legit threw up. I think this was after Billy left, but she was legit throwing up.
I can tell you this: she did an amazing job.
where
But
we at?
I was a jump
Here.
scare involved in the room.
This right here. This one here.
Yes.
Her. And
And
I
we
was
went-
a jump scare.
Yeah.
That she would get them so distracted that she made my job just so easy.
You were a part of this?
Well, yeah,
You were
I
there,
jumped
okay.
out as the
priest.
the priest from The Exorcist.
But she was throwing up in the room one
But
night,
she'd get
and
them
we
all distracted.
we
and
went
would
to
get
her-
the jump scare.
and we're like, "Hey, are you okay? Do you need to come out of the room?" And she's like, "No, I'm fine." And we're like, "Okay," it kind of adds to the scene because she does throw up in the movie. So we just left her in there, and she killed it. It was great.
Left her in there.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Covered in vomit.
we tried to get her out. She's like, "No, I'm good. I'm good." And we're like, "All right, cool."
Was the vomit visible?
Oh, it was in the corner. Yeah, it was visible. We cleaned it up later, but yeah, it was there. It looked good though.
So good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Hey, people thought it was a special effects, so that was great. Yeah, I'm actually. I don't think we mentioned it. I'm the special effects makeup manager for the Devil's Attic. So, come check out my work there. This
Look at this
fall.
right here.
That's actually a musician from Memphis, Tennessee. Her name is Crown
This
Vox.
is how I got to do it. I'm saving these images so I can incorporate
I'm
this.
gonna make him work so hard after this podcast producing this shit.
Here's the thing. Usually I turn around a podcast within days. This one's gonna probably be
A month.
a month, right? Because I got to do you. I got to do you right. Because wow. I mean,
Month.
That's fantastic work.
it's fucking amazing.
Did you show the Raven?
No, I'm talking. Chat me up on this one, man. This
Okay.
Is what's this?
She's actually a musician from Memphis, Tennessee, by the name of Crown Vox, and she hit me up and wanted me to do a body paint or makeup on her like a year prior to this. I thought she was full of it, and then I listened to her music, and I was like, "Oh my God, she's amazing! I really want to work with this person." And we finally made it happen like a year later. And her whole story was she was spurned by her lover like hundreds of years ago, was burned at the stake, and was risen from the ashes. So that's what this piece was. She actually, what looks like smoke in this image isn't smoke. It is, she burned, I think she said 100 Vogue magazines. She brought them to Louisville in a plastic bag. And I'm off to the side in this picture throwing ashes from Vogue, specifically Vogue magazines, on her to make that smoke.
See, this is where I'm tooting your all's horns because here's the thing. And I touched on this earlier. When I look at something, I see one thing and you see another. your creative juices. Just throw some of that on me. I want to be creative.
It'll be a mess.
It'd be mad.
Well, people will talk.
Exactly. It'll be on Pornhub and all that.
Yeah.
But you know, it's okay.
Yeah.
What's porn up again?
Yeah, stop. Dude, oh my God. And then this guy. What is...
That's my buddy Jeff Howell. He actually works at the haunted house. That was one of our hero zombies for Louisville Zombie Walk.
Did he win like a zombie award?
I don't know if he's won a zombie award.
No, like for the makeup. He did makeup one year.
I do makeup on him every year for Zombie Walk because he just has such a good look.
I don't know what this is, what your web... We got to figure out whoever does your website. Every time I save an image, it takes me all the way up to the top. So I got to scroll back to find where I'm going.
I do my website. It's all me.
It's,
And I don't know what the hell I'm
They're probably doing it on purpose, so I go scroll through.
Yeah,
and
you gotta
probably
do
get
all
all
that
these
shit every
clicks
year.
and
Yeah,
all this shit. But I'm telling you, this here, amazing.
That's actually a pile of mulch.
Don't matter.
Yeah. No, it doesn't matter because it looks like she's a burnt cinder,
Exactly.
which is what she's supposed to look like.
She's awesome.
Who is this?
That is Alexis Gibson, who's now
Is that
married.
like the
Bride of Frankenstein.
autopsy? Like
Yeah.
Right.
Good. What's going on here?
It's a Y incision for an autopsy. Yeah.
Exactly. I'm ready to go. Holy hell! What's going on here?
Mike is hot. Mike is hot.
Well, we're good. We're good. We're good. That looks fucking real.
That's me.
I get it.
How his devil character is in blue instead of red.
I do like that.
I don't like red.
No, go ahead.
Well, I don't like red. I like red devils. Red devils are good. There's nothing wrong with them.
Yeah.
I did research on devils and demons, and the first images of the devil ever
Tell me it wasn't.
were blue.
You didn't use the Bible.
I know I didn't use the Bible.
Okay, just
But the first images ever of the painted of the devil, he was actually blue. And
For real?
Yeah, the first images ever of the devil were painted as he was blue.
I didn't know that.
So, in the first, I think, not two-dimensional, but three-dimensional image of the devil, he was painted in black. So, that's kind of why I wanted more of a bluish black devil,
I like it.
because it's different,
It is
something different. I did my research.
John Wells, good God, he always
That
has to
sexy
find a way. He
motherfucker.
is.
He's everywhere.
That motherfucker always has to find a way on my podcast, and he probably, no offense, Billy, maybe the hottest.
He's
actor
pretty
in there.
handsome, Billy.
You're too.
Look, I can say this: his work is work too. This is what he does, man. He works. If you get out here in this business, anything you're doing for
say that they were going to hijack
no, listen.
the table earlier.
Yeah, they're doing it though. He at least works. He don't treat it as something he does for fun.
he works
something
hard
he's
as
out there. Hey, I just want to be a part of the business. I need some limelight. None of them things. He's out there to work,
And he's
and
man
that
pretty.
means a lot. But
He is. He's a
I
pretty.
can say this: he studies his craft and practices his craft on the regular. You know what I mean?
Holy hell!
That means a lot.
Those aren't real boobs.
What are those?
That's a painted bodysuit.
For real?
Yeah. I painted that bodysuit.
Good God! Are we talking about an image? I gotta say.
Is it really a bodysuit?
Yeah, it's actually just a cotton bodysuit.
Like the cover piece.
I painted it and then added nipples.
Just for the record, people, when I finally upload this podcast after all the editing I'm doing, we'll be in the middle of the Trump election 2020. So,
Did y'all bring up Steve?
Will it really be that long away?
no, it won't. It'll be probably at least a week.
All right.
The Mojo movie you're doing the makeup for?
Oh yeah, we're doing Mujo for I'm doing makeup, all the makeup for Mujo, Steve Squall's new movie as well. That Billy just brought.
Steve Squall.
You didn't see the preview at the premiere for One Must Fall?
I did.
The guy getting
Oh yeah, that was it. That's right.
Yeah.
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 Which reminds me, I gave Antonio something about shooting from the lip to add to the thing, and it was supposed to be on there. And Antonio, you let me down. There was no podcast shooting from the lip. I think I kind of take care of you guys a little bit. Anyways, all right, I digress. All right,
That's some great background noise, by the way.
I know it is great.
Real NBA ballers behind us. Right?
We got
ballers.
All right. What's What's the future like for you? I know you're ready to ditch the daytime gig and monetize all this shit, which I don't get why you're not living solely on this. Just saying.
You just can't do it in Louisville. You can't live solely on this. Right now, especially right now, because I use makeup to supplement my income a lot, and it's rough right now for an artist in Louisville because it seems like a lot of work this time of year just really dries up. So I'm waiting for it to kick back off again. But I don't know if going to
Billy, I will give you $1 if you go steal their ball. No, just all right. Go. No.
I just don't. I just don't know how to make that money here in Louisville. Honestly, I've seen other people do it where they move out and they go to LA or things like that. I just don't know if LA's for me.
All right, what is for you? Where do you see yourself in the next few years?
Gosh, it's tough. I mean,
as
I love it here.
As a fan, I'm rooting for you.
I love Louisville. I really love Louisville. Louisville. I love Louisville. And I don't want to ever, not have this as my roots. But I mean, I don't know. I would love to be able to find an agent. I don't know if they have agents for makeup artists. I haven't really looked into it that deeply. But I would love to find an agent that can say, okay, we have a job for you in Nashville. Right. Let's get you out to Nashville to do this job. Or we have a job for you in Atlanta. Let's get you to Atlanta to do this job. And then be able to come back here. That's what that would be nice.
Family's here for you, right?
Family's here, yeah.
All right,
but, I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to moving either if something popped off.
Real quick, I went to the body art tab, and
yes.
Good God, I can only imagine. What is going on here?
Yeah, it's a lot of dark stuff.
I know.
I wanted to know more of an abstract body paint to kind of start off my body paint page with because it's different. Not a lot of people do abstract body paints, I don't think. They want more show a picture because somebody might see that and think that's just a bunch of brush strokes on a body, but I see something more. And I'm hoping somebody else sees more in it as well.
Yeah, unlike probably some people who try to look past the ink, or not the ink, the color,
paint.
The paint, and try to zero in on the body. That's not what it's about.
It's not about that at all. Actually, when I'm doing a body paint, I'm stressed out because I have a person standing in front of me for 3 to 5 hours. They're probably cold, they're probably uncomfortable, and they're waiting on me to finish.
Right.
So it's I want to get the art done and I want to do it well, but I'm also stressed because I want to do it quickly so I'm not inconveniencing this person any more than I have to.
Lauren, have you done body paint with him?
That's not something I've done yet.
You want to?
Definitely think it's a possibility.
We talked earlier about doing, I think, something with Misha here in the future. Misha has a project he wants to do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And, I would like to bring Lauren in as the model for that.
Probably would work.
Yeah, I think she'd do pretty good.
Yeah,
she would do pretty good.
I would put my money on that.
Yeah.
Again, my friend, your vision. I'm curious, real quick. I'm on the people just kind of listening and following. I'm on the body art tab.
Yeah.
Of the art that I'm looking, the images that I'm looking, how much of this is your invention, your creation, versus say the person says, make this happen for me? How much is that a collaboration, or do they just kind of?
Very few of these, if any, are collaborations.
Okay.
There are the superhero ones, of course. Those aren't my designs. Those are comic books and superheroes and stuff like that.
Right.
There's maybe one other piece on here that I collaborated with somebody with, or they actually just gave me like, hey, I want to use these colors, and I just put something together. But almost everything on here, except for the character work, is from my head.
What am I looking at here?
This is Autumn Cleveland, and she is a.
I know, Derek Sawyer.
She's fantastic.
She's amazing, badass. Good God.
One of the sweetest people ever. And we were joking that whole day that she was a trophy wife because we painted her all gold.
Yeah, that's a great, yeah.
Yeah, he did a great job with those images, and they look great. And she was fun to work with. Super, super talented person. She's a great painter herself.
Great person.
So yeah, we're going through it. The visual medium.
do.
Yeah.
And I do wish people can actually see me scroll through. But,
Yeah.
But again, right now we're on the body art part of
yes.
the website. And again, his work is fucking amazing. And I will try to incorporate the images that I'm looking at.
So you can hear him.
Yeah. Well, there'll be the visual. I can try to incorporate for the Facebook viewers. They'll get the visual. The other people can only listen.
Yes.
And, that's cool.
That's Vincent Van Gogh.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's the Starry Night. On the back was his
Starry Night. Yeah.
He did a skull smoking cigarette in his one of his art classes, and then I put that on her back.
And that's cool too.
And that was one that we had to work fairly quickly with. I think I did that whole body paint front to back in about three hours. Yeah.
So now you're bragging. All right. That's like that. So simple, but yet so effective.
See, that's my thing.
To me,
I like.
Am I wrong? Is it
I like the
simple
more
and effective? Less is more kind of thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I was talking about this with somebody yesterday. I think that's kind of my style in a way, is limited color palettes. I like limited color palettes because I feel like you can say more with 2 colors than you can with 10. It's just because there's more of a focus. It's more of a contrast if you have 2. If you have a bunch of different colors in the spectrum, they kind of take away from each other. They're fighting too much. If you have 2 really strong colors, they play really well.
You know what would be cool, Lauren? I'm going to vote for her. Hear me out.
I'm voting for Lauren too.
Hear me out. Yeah. During a podcast, I'm here. I don't know how long it would take for you to just hear me. I'm just talking out loud.
Okay.
For you to be here and do a body art thing.
Well, I actually do have a project on the way.
And we live stream it as it all goes down. But I want this one. That's what I want. Yeah. So you haven't done one yet, right?
Correct.
But you want to do one.
Absolutely.
Because we just need to figure that out. See, here's my thing, man. I think you know I'm pulling the fanboy thing with your work. Yeah. I'm all about giving my friends, people that I look up to or enjoy, a platform to do their thing. So I kind of got some people who follow me. And I would love to, if we can make, I would just think it would be so cool if, like, here, while I'm podcasting different guests, I'm live streaming and you're doing some visual or just art, just showing off. We'll figure it out.
We can do that. We can do that.
You're going to be a busy man between now and
it's starting.
When is Zombie or the
Zombie Walk is the 24th of August this year. So
August? Is it? It is
August 24th. That's kind of the kickoff to our Halloween season.
Yeah.
Because we have our welcome meeting the next day after Zombie Walk at the haunted house at Devil's Attic. So, and that kind of kicks off everything.
And you all are still you're all still.
Yeah, Jason. Yeah. He's great.
I'm trying to actually working to get him on before that happens. So. August. Wait a minute.
August 24th. That's Zombie Walk. Yeah. Yeah, it's coming up, man.
That's
it's right here. It's like 2 weeks away.
Yeah, okay. Let's write that. I don't think I can get him on between now and then.
It might be tough.
I would do a one-off for you guys because that to me, again, I said this before and I'll say it again, that is a Louisville iconic thing right now.
Yeah. Well, honestly, I mean, you say that. Without that Zombie Walk, this website wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be doing makeup right now, probably.
Is that Autumn right here?
That is autumn, yes.
Yeah. Fair enough. That's a good point.
I probably wouldn't. I mean,
Okay.
butterfly effect. Maybe I would have found it some other way, but I attribute. I mean, that was the beginning of me doing makeup was zombie walk.
Mm-hmm. And last year, what was the announced?
I don't know. It gets so fucking
it's-
crazy every year. I think it was like 50,000 or something.
Exactly.
45 or
Oh my
50,000.
And
It's insane.
And probably it's safe to say a lot of those 50,000 got to engage with your work, give or take.
A lot of people did. I mean, Jeff, who's the guy I do makeup on every year, he loves it. He scours the internet for probably a couple weeks when people send him pictures and looking for pictures of himself and posting them, and he has a really good time with it. And he gets a lot of pictures of a lot of different people. He has a lot of fun with it. I did his makeup for we did a Derby of the Dead a couple of years back, and put a prosthetic on his face, and it had teeth built into it over his mouth, and he couldn't really drink anything. And he said, "You can put anything on my face for the next zombie. I just want to be able to drink." So I did a prosthetic on his face that didn't have his mouth covered, but I added a catheter bag that he had to carry around. We put green tea in it, but it looked like dirty urine. And it was connected to his underwear on the inside, and he was wearing a hospital gown. The back of it was open, and it was hilarious. But he could drink the green tea out of his catheter bag.
Oh, wow.
Which was
Kind of a
disgusting.
great visual, but a great
Disgusting.
visual.
But it was just green tea, and he was refreshed all night long.
Refreshed.
Yeah.
That's a great way to
Yeah,
put it.
yeah, he was great.
What's left for you to do to take over the world? Come on.
Fuck.
You got a plan. Tell me you got a plan. Because here's the thing.
I need money.
My brother.
Give me money.
It actually does come. Unfortunately,
it sucks.
It does.
Everything
It
boils
does
down to
come
money.
Yeah, it does. Because here's the thing: is that we got to figure out a way for guys like you and whoever, the talent that you have, to put it on blast. I mean, we've got to get you guys out. I don't want to, as a fan, I don't want to lose you to Hollywood or New York, whatever.
We see. I don't want to have to move either. With that said, I mean, we had that film credit thing, the tax credit here for a while, and the governor got rid of that, and film business went elsewhere.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we were starting to pick up steam.
Is your governor better than our governor? Probably. It's probably safe to say. Anyway.
But, I mean, we have everything you need for a great movie location in Kentucky. We have swamps. We have forests. We have anything you need in Kentucky
That's
for
a good point.
a movie
Yeah.
location. We've got it.
Yeah.
But they aren't going to come here if we don't have a tax credit. And it's not a luxury thing, because we have very hardworking people in this industry that do grip work and do light work. It's not a goof-off industry that I think our governor likes to think it is. It's not that. There's a lot that can be done here, and without the tax credits, those film industries are going to go elsewhere. And they just are.
Business is business.
And that kind of industry would bring in so many different kinds of opportunities for other types of artists in this state.
Exactly.
So that's what we need to happen, and if not that, something else needs to break. But we have the talent here, we just don't have the funding, because I think a lot of people want stuff for free, and there are people that are willing to work for free.
I
That's the
know,
problem.
and that undercuts you guys.
Yeah.
Big time. And I
And there are
hate
people that are
that.
doing it for dirt cheap too. I mean, dirt cheap.
But at the end of the day, the people who are getting it for free or dirt cheap, you're getting it for free and dirt cheap. You're not
Right.
getting fucking quality, not the top notch quality. But I mean, it might be good, but
But they either don't know or don't care. That's the thing. They're like, well, we've got such and such makeup artist, and we got such and such photographer, and such model, and whether it's bad or not, I mean, they're getting it done.
I guess at the end, yeah. I mean,
And they're having fun with it, I guess, and that's great. But it does undercut the people that actually would like to make a living.
living,
doing
right,
it.
yeah.
And I don't I'm like a lot of artists, I think, in town. A lot of artists, period. I don't want to get rich. Don't want to get rich. I don't expect to get rich from it. I just want to be able to make a living.
You just
doing it.
want
I
to
wanna
be able
comfortable.
to afford the medium-sized jacuzzi, right?
Yeah.
Not
yeah.
the large.
I don't want the
medium.
large one.
The medium.
I just want the medium.
You know, you
Yeah.
just sitting there and maybe a few friends in there.
Yeah.
Don't have to be like 12 people.
Right. I want to pick up the good bottle of booze from the liquor store. I'm sick of Heaven Hill.
Heaven Hill. Yeah. Real quick, the cost of paint.
Yeah, that was. I don't know if that's an actual word or not. That's just.
I like it. No, it works for me.
I came up
Cost
with
paint.
this.
It's good.
I came up with this page.
Is this Abby?
No,
No,
that's
you know,
a model by the name of
you kinda
Melanie
see where I'm
Smurf.
going.
I see.
Yeah, a little bit.
That's actually a wig. She actually has really short hair.
Okay.
But I came up with the cos paint page because I was trying to market to, I guess, comic book conventions. I wanted to get on a booth at a comic book convention, have them pay me. So I figured,
Does it
here's
happen?
some character. No, it fucking hasn't happened.
We need to because here
I've actually reached out to SuperCon and a couple other cons, and nobody's reached out to me. I wanted them to do like a body paint exhibition or something, but nobody's reached out to me. So we'll see. But yeah, it's just a bunch of different characters from different movies or whatever that I've done the makeups for.
Matt Goodlett, makeup.com. We're getting ready to wrap this up.
Do you have a website, Lauren?
Do you? What did the give? Well, real quick. Give us a little bit. What is your story, real quick?
So there's two versions of it. Artistically, I'm a model, photographer. I do graphic design. I'm currently in the process of building my website, and that will be launching here soon. LaurenHughesPhotographs.com. I'm also a makeup artist for Heyman Talent Agency, where I do model as well.
Heyman gets all the talent.
Yeah, you do. They really do.
Yeah, they're definitely a
Which,
great...
if you're with Heyman, then you're talent. Just saying.
Thank you. Yeah, so there's that side of it, and I've been in the military for nearing 4 years
Really?
now. Yes.
Still?
Yes, still currently. Was a chemical engineer.
Well, no. Real quick, you're a podcast in itself because my thing. I give a lot of the military to me. You're people who are taking care of us and all this stuff. So, military, good God, and then that's
Yes.
pretty badass. I mean, you're what military are you?
So I was in the Army for about 3.5 years as a chemical engineer. Worked alongside a lot of awesome combat engineers. Basically worked with headquarters and was their non-commissioned officer in chemical. Ran the gas chambers, did all the chemical training, worked in a lot of actually
the gas chamber.
Yes. It's not what it sounds like, I promise.
Okay.
So that's a yearly requirement for the military. Just chemical training in general, with chemical warfare being pretty prominent within a few different places now.
You're kind of like too fucking beautiful to be in the military.
She's
but
a badass.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, good God.
Thank you. Yeah, so I also ended up running, got certified as a range cadre, ended up running 50 cal ranges, single-handedly ran light machine gunnery, training.
So basically what you're saying is, Lauren, is that by 9 a.m. you've just done everything more than I will ever do in an 8-hour day.
I
can
guess
say it. Go
that
ahead.
would be fair to say.
I asked her the first time we were hanging out. I said, jokingly, I was like, "So you could kick my ass without hesitation?" She's like, "Oh no, yeah, I could kick your ass, totally, 100%."
Owned it, didn't
And
she?
and
I've
she
been-
totally 100% could.
Yeah,
Could?
I've been
Yeah.
so
Could or have?
could could
Hopefully it stays that way. Hopefully it stays that way.
could.
She does seem to be
Yeah,
badass.
so I've been trained in a multiple number of physical aspects, aside from
Are
military
you threatening me?
combatives.
Are
No,
you threatening
No,
me?
sir, not at all. Not in the slightest. So
You know what you need to
worked-
do? Is Cincinnati really your home?
It is. It has been for a majority of my life.
You need to whatever that home is, put it up for sale. Get your ass down here and hang out with these cool kids.
I've
kids.
been debating it, honestly.
Some cool people down here.
there definitely
Pretty
are.
cool. All the photographers you work with are down here.
To be fair, true. Very true.
Yeah.
Very valid. I actually was.
I'm curious. Is the art scene, everything up in Cincinnati similar? How would you label it?
I would label Cincinnati as more conservative, to be
Really?
completely honest,
okay.
as somebody who's been working in it for the vast majority of my life.
So a lot of MAGA hat wearing.
Yeah, so I've been with Heyman. I'm between Cincinnati, Columbus, quite a bit, and then Louisville. So a lot of the work that I do is more so in either Columbus or Louisville, which kind of is helpful being in between. But
Yeah,
I'd rather.
Kentucky's a conservative state, but Louisville is very weird.
I used to have a
Yeah.
Weird.
I used to have
We
a
wanna keep
T-shirt
it weird.
that said
See, I have a
Louisville,
love
it's not
for the
Kentucky.
weird.
Exactly.
That's why the rest of Kentucky hates us.
I definitely have a
No,
love
you know
for
what?
that.
And I'm okay with it.
I'm okay with it. Hate us because we are our.
Oh,
own thing.
absolutely, yeah.
I guess I'm surprised. Cincinnati is more geared toward
Oh,
the.
yeah.
Is it really?
I would say it's definitely a lot more
Wow,
conservative.
okay.
Being a creative in all aspects, being in front of the camera, behind it, you know, that person that is working on the model themselves, I would definitely say it's a lot different than Louisville.
Just real quick, she looks fucking amazing because of you. No, well,
No,
let me.
she's not
Okay, let's strike that. Not because of you. You just enhanced her look
I
a
do
little.
not make people pretty. I just
Okay.
enhance what's
Yeah,
there.
there you go. I retracted.
Yes.
You did. I can already tell you.
She showed up beautiful.
She did.
So
So, how long's your stay in Louisville?
I'll be here the next couple of days, but I'm down here pretty recurrently. So,
Really?
yes.
A recurring theme here.
It is indeed.
Okay. Matt, all right. This last, we're rounding third and heading for home with the podcast.
all right.
I do my little rapid fire thing I call round of shots.
See, I listened to your podcast. And I remember this, and I don't remember how it goes. So cool.
Even better,
Even
because it can't be
better.
pre-scripted.
Right.
And I'm gonna ask you both these questions.
Okay.
I'll start with you, ladies first.
Sure.
First concert you attended.
Oh, goodness. Well, honestly, my father.
I want it that
No.
way.
No, my father ran lights for all the clubs in Cincinnati.
Oh, nice.
He's been throughout.
Go-karts and all that.
Yes.
Really?
He's
I like-
been anywhere and everywhere. So honestly,
Love him already.
Honestly, can't recall. I was very young when I attended.
Give me an idea. Who do you think?
Oh goodness, I'm terrible.
Bop.
I'm terrible. No.
Can I ask you, how old are you? You're in your 20s.
I am.
I know.
I am.
Well, my daughter's in my 20s, and I took my daughters. Listen to this.
Yes.
Their first concert was Hanson here in Louisville at like 97, 90. Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, and we were doing the bop thing. So you were probably doing your first concert, no?
No,
What was your first?
The name that's popping into my head is Queen's Right.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Yeah, damn, that's a good one.
Yeah.
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 Jeez.
So, yeah.
That wouldn't have been, you wouldn't have been
No, I
like
wouldn't
8 or
guess
9. Yeah, you would have been probably in your teens for that.
Yeah.
Maybe?
No, I was pretty young.
Creed's Reich?
Yeah.
That's pretty kick-ass.
Yeah.
Alright, shit.
Definitely had a different childhood growing up for sure.
Respect.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Matt, your first.
Hanson. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Bush. I remember seeing Bush at Cherokee Park. They used
Were
to do
they
it-
really at Cherokee?
Yeah, they were doing like a concert series there before Derby one year when I was in high school.
No
and yeah, it was
fucking way.
Bush.
I don't remember that.
It was small. I don't think anybody knew who they were.
This
they
was
were-
like,
It was a long time. They were. I think they closed. They were headliners still.
Okay.
But the other band was Stabbing Westward was there with
Okay,
them, which
wow.
they were really good too back in the day. But they fell
that's
off
an
quick.
amazing. You saw Bush before mainstream Bush.
I guess. Yeah, they were at Cherokee Park. I mean, they were playing on like a trailer bed.
Okay.
Yeah, it was
All right,
weird.
well, that's good. All right, Matt. If you're stuck in an elevator with a celebrity, who would it be?
Oh gosh.
Cheesy. I know these are cheesy questions.
Just off the top of my head, I would say maybe Chris Pratt. He'd be fun.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We've got enough things different about us because I know he's in. We would have some fun conversations, but he seems like he'd be interesting to kind of hang out with.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lauren. Elevator. Celebrity. If you say Matt, I'm gonna like.
I'm not a celebrity. I'm a nobody.
Whatever.
I'm a nobody.
So there's a photographer by the name of Stephen Meisel. I would absolutely love to pick his brain. I mean, he's worked. There was a piece called "Make Love Not War," and that is something that I have adored and admired throughout my career. For sure, I would love to pick his brain.
Okay.
You didn't say me.
Right here. Yeah.
I'm hurt. I'm joking.
She didn't.
I'm joking.
She'll say your name later. All right. With an O in front of it.
Jesus Christ, Kevin.
No, not Jesus. If she says Jesus Christ, then she talk. Well, shit. If she calls you Jesus Christ, game fucking on.
Jesus.
You're bragging now, bro.
I'm not saying shit.
All right.
No comment.
All right. So, did I? Or were we other questions?
Elevator.
Elevator. Did you said all right?
Yeah.
All right. The
Both
next
did, yeah.
one. Superpower.
Superpower.
Oh, gosh.
Ooh. Invisibility. I would love
You just
to
want
be.
to creep up on people.
So I'm actually in the midst of writing a book as well, based on societal standards and just the view. It's a multi-perspective book, and you get a lot of the inner turmoil and inner demons that come out throughout the characters, and to be able to be invisible to me would basically be to be like pick somebody's brain, to be there when they're not aware that somebody else is there.
My friends. Thanks, guys. Thank you, Jonah. Sure.
Cheers.
Same to you.
Oh, that's touchy. Not touchy, but I mean, some of my favorite superheroes are like Wolverine and Spider-Man, but I wouldn't want necessarily those powers. I want to say, like, being able to read somebody's mind, but then again, you don't want to know what's going on in everybody's head.
Is that
It's
a
a
superpower?
I think it
100%.
is. Yeah.
Okay.
But there's some things, I mean, you don't want to know what's going on in people's heads all the time either, so I don't know if that would be a good superpower. So,
What's your superpower? You do what you want.
yeah. Wolverine. Fuck. Yeah, that works for me.
Okay. Fair enough.
Regeneration. Save a lot on health bills.
Do you have any scars? Give me a good scar story.
Emotional or
Either. You know what? That's you're the first person that ever said the emotional thing, because everyone always gravitates to the physical. Is there? You tell me. What is your?
you can't.
No, come
I don't
on.
think you can call yourself an artist unless you have some emotional scars.
I totally agree.
I
So if
concur.
you want to share an emotional scar, the platform, the stage is
I don't
yours.
think we
bro.
have enough time.
Go.
I mean, there's just
My battery's still going.
still going. I got stitches on my back of my neck when I was a kid. We'll just go with that.
Boring.
Yeah, I know. No,
the
there's
crowd
some.
starts to chant.
I mean,
Boring.
there's some. This podcast would take a way different turn. We want people to have fun, and that would just it would be awful. Yeah,
Are you
there's some
afraid
dark
people
shit.
would like look down on you? What would
No. Just
Give me
Some
be a
family
straight
stuff.
shooter. Fuck no. I don't give a shit.
it's not so much that. It's just it would take me down a very bitter place that I don't really want to.
Well, can't you
Go
summarize this in like a few minutes? I mean, I don't need a.
Lots of relationship issues from the past.
Okay. Previously married.
Previously married.
Is
yes.
this kind of where you're going?
Yeah, that was
Okay.
that was a rough one. She's actually I'm friends with most of my exes.
Most of your exes or ex-wives?
Exes. I only have one ex-wife.
Okay, just saying.
And she's the only person that
Lauren, did you do a prenup? I'm joking.
she's the only person that I haven't. I'm not cordial with. Like, we left the courthouse and
The
it was kind of like
ex-wife?
ex-wife.
Okay.
And she's like, "So what do we do now?" I was like, "We do nothing now. We're divorced.
No
This is
kids
done."
together.
No kids together.
Okay.
We had nothing together.
Okay.
But absolutely nothing together. But that was a really rough, dark
Okay.
period in my life. Yeah. So that was bad. There's a whole other. There's a lot to that. But like I said, I am friends with most of my exes, or at least on some kind of
How many?
Speaking terms.
20, 40, 100?
Oh, at least 60. I'm
least-
joking. No, not many, man. Jeez.
Wow.
He's bragging.
No, it's really not that many. It's just
It's all about the moment.
You're in a relationship
Lauren.
with somebody.
Lauren, it's all about the moment.
exactly.
And we're here.
Yes, we are here. Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers. Yeah, there you go. All right. Did I say a question?
I did not answer
All
that
right.
question.
Yeah, what's your dark shit?
What's
yeah.
my dark shit?
Scar, give me, like, is it physical, emotional? What?
I'd say I have a lot of both. I mean, with the military, it's been definitely a ride. And I actually have been married as well. So, with the military last...
No kids.
No kids.
Okay.
No.
All right.
Just godchildren, thankfully. Can take them and give them back. So with the military, about I want to say a year and a half ago, I was actually in a rollover accident. Yeah, so that's something.
Where was this?
Fort Knox, Kentucky.
Okay.
Ironically.
Is that where you're stationed when you?
So I was in Fort Thomas, Kentucky for a better part of my career so far. But I was in Fort Knox for about 4 months while I was, prepping the ranges and, helping train people. I was down there for better majority of that, I would say, was winter. So obviously our vehicles are not made for winter. They're not, come on. I mean, we're in the desert. Definitely not going to get snow tires for that.
Snow tires.
Yeah, so we ended up going out because we rotated through different tasks. We were tasked to go pick something up. It was probably about 4 a.m. Range control hadn't been through to clear the roads. Where we landed, we were on a curve, and we landed between 2 trees. Had those not been there, I probably would not be here today.
Jesus Christ.
So
This is supposed to be a rapid fire, and I just got a good God.
great
Yeah,
stories.
it is
Am
a
I
great
right?
story.
We are ruining
I'm
rapid fire.
I'm glad you're with us.
Terrible.
We are glad. Well,
Yes, very
he's more me, but
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Pizza fan. I have to ask.
Yeah.
Are you a pizza fan?
Yeah, I love
What's
pizza.
your perfect pizza topping, Matt?
Sausage.
Just sausage.
Spicy chicken sausage.
Extra cheese.
That's it.
I'm boring.
Extra cheese is good though.
Well, no, it is
Come
good, but
on.
you want to just throw. All right. Let's see what's next up. Pet peeve. Give me a pet peeve. What's something that just drives you crazy? Besides the questions I'm asking you.
That's a good question. You want to go first?
No, I don't.
Terrible. Pet peeve. Wow.
And if you don't have one, you don't have one.
Gosh, pet peeve.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's certain people's voices that get on my nerves. Just grainy voices. Just talking to me before I have my coffee in the morning. That kind of thing.
Are you a big coffee guy?
Yes, I
How many
drink.
cups of coffee? do you drink
How
a
many
day?
pots? Do I
Yeah,
drink a day?
that's the better question.
Yeah. So I mean, I gotta get to work, get my coffee, and then I can talk to you. That I guess is one of my pet peeves.
I guess that's why you never answer my messages until the evening or whatever.
Yeah. That's when I'm most productive.
Yeah.
Fair enough. All right.
I'd say mine's cliche, but dishonesty. I'm
That's a
a
good one.
very,
There's
very
a fucking good one.
I'm a very open person, so I'm pretty much an open book, so feel like if I can be honest with you, there's no reason to lie to me, you know?
Exactly.
She's a keeper.
I know.
She's a game changer.
But yeah.
I can kind of, hear you guys. Just a little bit.
Pretend you can.
I can't hear you.
Look dumbfounded. Like, what are they talking about?
What's going on?
All right. Anyways, all right. All right, my next one. If you had access to a time machine
Yes.
and you can go anywhere in the past, you might have heard this one.
No, I haven't.
I actually told you. You can go anywhere in the past to observe. You're not going to change the future.
Okay.
You can't go to the German Nazi or the Jewish, the whole Holocaust thing and
Right.
change that. Not to be a downer. You're just observing. Where would you go?
Ooh. This is definitely an interesting one. Battle of Fallujah.
Battle of what?
Battle of Fallujah.
Really?
That was actually.
I've never got that answer.
That was actually.
I ask this question all the time.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. So my grandfather, he was actually one of the front lines. So, yeah.
No shit. Holy hell.
Yeah. So that's.
That's a great answer. Just check us out. Not tonight, but a few weeks ago, I asked the same question. And one of the responses I got was that the guy said he wanted to go back to the crucifixion.
Oh, wow.
And he wanted to bring a AR, like an assault rifle, and mow down all those Romans just to see what would happen if
Does
Jesus
he
didn't die.
know he wouldn't have a religion then?
Right.
Well, he's an atheist. Just so.
Oh, okay.
So am I.
Touche. All right. Well, stay tuned for the next few questions. Same question to you.
Well, I'm going to be cliched. I would pull the Marty McFly shit and go back and watch my parents meet for the first time.
That's
I think
kind of
that'd
cool.
be kind of fun.
That's kind
That
of cool.
is-
I think that'd be fun.
Well, you'll love this. I actually had this conversation with my parents recently. Well, my mom, not my parents. I'm from Thailand. My mom's from Thailand, so I'm half Thai. And my mom and dad met during the Vietnam War.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, Mom, please, in front of all my brother, my kids, be honest. Did you offer Dad $5? It was $5. Come on.
Wow.
Did you really utter the words "me so hard"?
What was her answer?
She just laughs.
Oh, okay, well, then that's a yes.
No, I didn't look at it a yes, but what I did look at it, it wasn't a no.
Was
yep.
not a no.
And everybody, till this day, it's still the funny thing. Me so
Yeah.
All right. These last three questions to me are the most important questions, period, to ask.
Oh, shit. All right.
And if they're not to you, enlighten me, but they are to me. I think these are the most important questions, period, in the universe. The first two are yes or no. Just go with yes or no. The last one is you'll give a short answer. First one. Is there a God? Yes or no question, baby. Stop flashing that beautiful smile, Lauren. Just answer the question.
Yes.
Yes.
No.
No. Number two. Are we alone in the universe?
No.
No.
Same. You know, I'm going to digress a little bit here. I'm a big UFO. I'm getting ready to do a separate podcast on
Ufology?
ufology. I love it. I'm going to do a podcast with two guys that were part MUFON. Have you heard of that?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
They had a show on history called Hangar One UFO Files. Two of the guys were on there. We're going to do a podcast where we're going to review all their episodes and just talk UFO shit.
Yeah.
Oh my my goodness. I
We're
would love to be a
getting
part
ready.
of it.
Here's the thing. I'm a UFO. I'm a believer. But we're not
I
alone.
am as well.
All this shit that's the Navy or Air Force had
Yeah.
put out the videos. and
Yeah, a lot of Air Force stuff is
in
coming.
our
here, so-
generation, our lifetime, we're going to get the fucking answer that we're truly not alone. We're going to get that answer. Did you watch Bob Lazar and Joe Rogan? Did you see that podcast?
Didn't see that. No.
You got to check that out. Did you see Bob Lazar? You know who Bob Lazar?
Yeah.
The documentary on Netflix. Have you seen that either? You got to check that out too.
I think I saw the documentary, but I couldn't get into it because it was real boring.
Well, I tell you what. Watch Joe Rogan podcast with Bob Lazar, and then watch the documentary.
Okay.
And then you'll do it.
Get into it.
Yeah. So, I do think in our lifetime, honestly, probably within a year or so, we're gonna get someone. The government's gonna fucking admit, yes, it's the technology. It is.
Well, we got the whole Area 51 coming up, so maybe
Well,
shit.
you know the whole Area 51 thing. You know that whole thing that they put out that
Yeah.
storm it. The guy that did it, the Facebook
Yeah.
post, has come out and said it was a joke.
He's not part of it.
Yeah, please don't do
Please
it.
don't,
Well, here's
please
the thing. It is an area where the government says no trespassing.
Yeah, they'll
people
fucking shoot you.
They'll die.
Yeah, they will shoot you.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
all right,
It's a lot
so-
of government facilities.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I can't wait. That answer.
Lauren
is
will
gonna
shoot
get-
you.
Yeah, that'll be
Too.
me specifically.
Well, my son-in-law
50 cal.
works for the Air Force. Here's the thing: he's in the Air Force, and he doesn't know any of this shit. I'm like, come on, really? Are you really? Did you sign like a waiver that you can't answer the question? But anyway,